Hi everyone, it's Wanda with the Armchair Cat Advocate again. And I didn't think I'd do another live stream today, but I got a email from our mod Mark, and apparently right after we did that live stream, there was a comment from another one of the Sasquatch's friends, Slices of Bread, who I believe is a neighbor that was breeding Mal cats and took in one of the Sasquatch's kittens. I think that's who it is. They also claim to have a lot of money. They claim to be very wealthy. Don't know why they're living in the trailer park in the forest with the Sasquatches if they have that much money. But, whatever. If that's what floats their boat, who cares? Here's my friend Rogue. So, thought I'd bring him on so you can see how abused he is. That he's not cared for, obviously. Oh, and slices of bread. Look, I washed my hair. Look. Well, I washed my bangs. I didn't wash all of my hair because anyone who has hair that's long like this, you know that it's not something that you want to do every day because it dries your hair out. Um, and that's kind of really like it's kind of like yo mama kind of. Oh my god, these people. Oh my god. People unbelievable. Unbelievable. We have people that are just like, hey Mary, hi Mary. Mary, we got to try. Oh Mary, you're going to enjoy this one. You're going to enjoy this. I am going to have a lot of fun with this one. Slices. There's two people. I hope Slices of Bread. I hope you're watching. Are you there, Slices? Or is it the other one? Is it the oh, the armchair cut of the cat is a horrible tunnel? Is it that one? Hmm. Well, you talk amongst yourselves anyway. So, Mary, as I was saying, after we got done with the stream, I got an email from Mark, and Mark said, "Oh, you got another troll." And lo and behold, it's slices of bread from the forest with the Sasquatch. And yeah, we're back again. Yeah, and oh, catitude. Whew, boy, do they have the zingers going on? Ooh, man, can they smack somebody down? I'm going to read it to you in a minute, but I'm still reeling from this. She asked me if I ever washed my hair cuz it always looks dirty, and I'm a Sasquatch. No, see, I have too many brains to be a Sasquatch. And I also don't steal people's content, take people's money, and oh, and I don't lie. And I'm so glad that you sent that comment. And I'm so glad that Mark took a screenshot before he hid your ass because you are going down, bitch. I'm going to have to put a trigger warner in this for people that don't want to see the drama because, oh, there's going to be drama, baby. There's going to be drama in this one because you got me hot. You wanted to flick a switch, you flicked a switch. Yeah, you want to throw insults around? You better learn to insult a little bit better than turd face and, oh, you've got dirty hair. Yeah, I got dirty hair. So what? You know why I have dirty hair? Because I didn't take a shower yet today. You know why I didn't take a shower yet today? Because I've been up taking care of these guys. That's right. Give them the paw. That's right. You talk to the paw. You tell them, Rogue, talk to the paw. So let's get into it, shall we? Catitude, you're going to love this one. You're going to love it. I'm telling you. Let me see here. Okay. Now I got to pull this up. Let me pull it up here for everyone. Okay. So here's what was left. Let me see here. Here's what was left. Um, so okay. So it was it. I call this person Slices of Bread. The actual username is Slices of My Life 7824. And they said, "Let us see Jack's vet notes. I forgot you prefer to keep cats in cages." The fuck, it doesn't even make sense. What? Yeah, Kayla has him in a cage too. You want to come at do you want to come at all the rescues? Your Sasquatch little friend kept cats in cages too. What about Grayson? Grayson was in a cage for a while. I saw it. And yeah, it's not uncommon to keep cats. I mean, Jesus Christ. Every shelter rescue uses crates. They keep cats in crates and kennels at PetSmart. The ones that are on display for adoption. You guys are completely fucked up. You really are. All of you are completely fucked up. No brains at all. Yeah, Mary, right. Mary Miles in the chat here used to work for used to work or volunteer. Did you work or volunteer, Mary? It doesn't matter. But she was involved with a rescue organization. And Mary says it's best to keep sick kitties in a crate. Duh. Exactly. And the kittens? Do you know what they could get into? Oh, oh no. He has a respiratory infection that I'm not treating. Jesus Christ. Um and then it says, I forgot, you prefer to keep. If you couldn't take care of him, you should have surrendered him to a vet long ago. What vet is going to take all the stray cats? Like Kayla said about the other one, about the armchair cult advocate, that one, the one with more money than brains. Like Kayla said, you should, that you guys are going to be very safe in the zombie apocalypse because none of you have brains. None of you have brains. That's just stupid. What vet is going to take a stray cat? What vet you surrender? He wasn't even my cat. He lived outside. Can you get that through your fucking thick head? He lived outside. And you know what else we're going to do? What else we're going to do here? We're going to play a video that your Sasquatch friend forgot to take because I played it before. We're going to play it again. Because we're going to have some fun here, baby. Okay, Mary said she worked at a sanctuary. Let me see here. Mary Miles worked for 12 years. Here, let me put it up just so you know that I'm not lying and saying and just making up things. Worked for 12 years at a sanctuary. Let me see here. And this is Kayla from Feline Solutions, the rescue. See, I think what's going on here, I think what's going on here is you guys are pissed because I have Kayla. I have a legitimate rescue person here who's legitimately taking care of Jack, and you guys are all fucked because of it. Because you cannot say, you can say all you want, but the fact of the matter is that she has the cat. Feline Solutions has the cat. The cat is perfectly fine. The cat has been vetted. The cat has been checked out. And you can't tell me that if I was abusing that cat, that Kayla wouldn't have seen it. She was looking, he was going for a checkup every other week. So were the kittens. And see, she says, yes, how dare we use cages to appropriately medically quarantine to ensure medical issues don't spread like wildfire to other quarantine rooms. Back down here. And then And Kayla says, when the vet gets calls for surrenders, they call us to take them. I don't know if you remember Sparrow, the blind kitty, but that's how we got him. Now, I don't remember that one. But yeah, vets do not take, you don't surrender them. Oh, that's right. Your Sasquatch donated Grayson to a vet. Huh. How the hell do you donate a cat to something? What, it's like a, like, 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 oh, you know what? I'm cleaning my closet out. I have this crown. I think I'm going to donate it. Like that? I never heard of you. Did you ever have a cat donated to you, Kayla? Surrender maybe, but donated? I don't think so. And what about your Sasquatch friend? Your Sasquatch friend had that cat with a quote degloving injury, which, when we're looking at pictures, it looks like it's about this size. It looked like it was about that size. She's saying it's the whole leg. It wasn't the whole leg, it was about that. And she was taking that cat. Okay, Kayla, here you go. She was taking that cat to the vets from July of last year, at least from July of last year, because that's when she started begging for money for him, to January of this year. Now she's claiming she donated him to science or whatever. So you mean to tell me July, August, September, October, November, December, January, 7 months, and that cat, the injury just wouldn't heal. The injury kept opening, reopening, opening, reopening. Okay, so maybe it's time that you go see a different vet, or there's something not right there. Because when the vet's even saying they can't figure out how this injury keeps reopening, that's interesting. Sparrow came in with a bulging eye due to an immune system issue, and the other eye was already ruptured. He treated with a specialist in Lancaster, but that unfortunately couldn't save the other eye, so was. Right. So then we go ahead and we go, if you couldn't take care of him, you should have surrendered him to a vet long ago. He wasn't my cat. He lived outside. He was a colony cat. Okay. A double remove. Couldn't save him, so was a double remover. I got an update from his adopter today, and he's doing amazing. Amazing. Yeah, see? That's what that's what a rescue does. Vet doesn't do that. That's not a vet. That's not what vets are for. How could a vet ever even do that? I mean, I think I know. Well, my friend's vet, Susan, he was associated with a rescue or something, and so he would have animals on occasion for adoption at his office. And I've known other vets that have done that. But in general, you call a vet, call a vet and say, I have like, I don't know, 10 stray cats out here. You want them? They're gonna laugh. You're gonna say, no way. Yeah, cats don't get donated. Also, reopening injuries are a sign of immune issues, and I would recommend retesting for FIV, FELV at that point. Well, the cat does have FIV, Kayla. The cat does have FIV. She said the cat was, but the cat wasn't tested right away for FIV. And of course, it's always the vet. The vet didn't know what they were doing. The vet never knows what they're doing. It's that constant, the vet should have done this, the vet should have done that. But yet you keep taking him back to the same vet. And so then we have here, she never went without groceries. LOL, the lies you spew affect others, but you seem to find joy in hurting others and innocent animals. Okay. Oh, really? Slices of my life, 7824. Really? She never went without groceries. Is that what you're going with? Our vet's office has us on speed dial for surrenders. Oh, and let's not forget slices of bread. Your little Sasquatch friend is the one that said that Jack was not adoptable. So What would it have done taking him to a vet's office if he wasn't adoptable? Because your little friend said over and over again, Wanda, he's so unpredictable. I'm so scared. I would be scared of that cat. You be very careful. And the whole time, what was wrong with the cat is the cat was, as Kayla said, had FAS, fear, anxiety, and stress reactions to a bad situation. Well, numerous bad situations that he was in. And he also wanted attention. Oh, Cat, we're getting to that. Just hang in there. Hang in there. Okay, so here we go. Slices of bread. Catatu says, I remember her saying that about not being able to afford groceries. Oh, yeah, I remember it too. And not only do I remember it, slices of bread, I got me some proof. And I'm going to read it. And then we're going to talk about your Sasquatch friend and the lies that she tells. Because something's either you're lying or she's lying or you're both lying and you're both pieces of shit. What is it? I found this a long time ago. Took a screenshot. I take screenshots of a lot of things, document a lot of things. So does my mod. So does the other people that look out for me and the channel. Because see, unlike your community, my community, they're classy and they care about each other and they support each other. And when you mess with one of us, you mess with all of us. Just so you know. And you don't see my people going over and saying stupid shit like, you don't wash your hair, you're a turd face. Nah, 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 nah. No, my people don't do that. My people are grown-ups. They're adults. They have more important things to do than that. And if they do make a comment, which more than likely they wouldn't, but if they would, you best believe it would be intelligent and well thought out. So here we go. This is off Facebook. Okay, this is a group called the Dollar Club, helping animals $1 at a time, asking for donations. This was January 24th. Good morning and happy Friday. Did I get the day right? I always mess it up, LOL. That's what happens when you get old. Anyway, I have a new case today. I did call in 100 so far, $100 so far. And did you hear this? Anyway, I have a new case today. So obviously this is a person that hangs out a lot on the Dollar Club, huh? If they have a new case. 1 January for you slices of bread because 1/24 2025. That's a date, by the way. Not a social security number or phone number or anything, just in case you're a little confused. So January 24th, 2025, which is this year. Again, clarifying because obviously you're not very intelligent. Grayson. Cat needs help with leg injury. Who has a cat named Grayson? Oh, that's right. They don't anymore because they donated him to science. Okay. But anyway, when the Sasquatch had, so, of course, there's the name, the Sasquatch's name. DF, helping feral cats. Let me go here. I have put this off a long time, but I have to ask for help at this point. This is Grayson. He came to us from the colony with a horrible leg wound. It was in the early summer and he had maggots in it along with leaves, dirt, and pink insulation. I vetted him and found out he is FIV+. We neutered him and kept him inside. Months and over $1,500 later, we are still fighting to heal him. I live in Northeast Arkansas, and there is a lack of support here. Folks, he is an amazing cat. His personality is beyond wonderful and kind and loving. He has been through so much. There is no way he never had humans. Well, you know he had humans. You know that, Sasquatch. Because You had a chance to save him, didn't you? He was your kid's, what, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever friend she had or they had. I'm sorry, I don't know the pronouns for your kid. But it was someone connected with your kid because you told the story on my channel. We all heard it. You showed the pictures. It was him and it was a female cat that this kid had. And the kid asked if you would take the cats and keep them in your colony. And you said no. You said no. You refused to help the cats. Wow. I guess that makes you a bad person. Just me, Penny. I don't trust Facebook. I think most scammers are on Facebook. Sorry you are dealing with such rude, and I'm trying to be nice, jealous haters. Thank you, just me, Penny. And she did. She went on and talked about how she had been with that this cat was a cat that she had been asked to help. The one was pregnant. The pregnant one ended up unaliving. So she let a pregnant cat unalive, knowing that this kid wasn't going to take care of him, knowing this kid was just going to dump him. You think that's not a horrible thing? So you want to come at me about Jack, you bitch. You want to come at me, you're ignorant, you, as the old SNL, you ignorant, Jane, you ignorant slut. You want to come at me about that? About Jack? A cat that was outside that had attacked me numerous times? That even though he attacked me, even though I was frustrated with him, I never gave up on him? And he's now with Kayla, he's now with a rescue? And you guys are still acting like he's outside? How dare you? How dare you come at me when that person that you're defending is a real POS? Yeah, never to have grifted funds. Yeah, right. We're going to talk about that too. See, every time you come at me like this, I'm going to come back and I'm going to hit harder. Because I have the truth and I have the facts, and you guys who lie. You come at me and say, you're lying. Well, you know what? No, I can prove that she's lying. Or that you're lying. Or maybe both of you are lying. If you have all this fucking money, then why didn't you help her? Yeah, let's talk about that. Let's put a pin in this for a minute. Let's talk about you people with all your fucking money, okay? Let's talk about Hi, I'm Heather Stupid 2025. I have so much money I don't know what to do with it. But, I never thought that maybe what I could do with it, maybe I could actually have given 1,000 of it or more to the Sasquatch to start a rescue or nonprofit. And then she wouldn't have had to have grifted $600 from the Armchair Cat Advocate channel. How about that? Heather Stupid. You have so much money, then why aren't you throwing money at her? And you, slices of bread, coming on and saying, I have so much money. I have money, I'll hire a lawyer. Fuck the lawyer. See, if you really care about this is where your argument falls apart, bitch. Because if you really care about cats, like you guys claim you care about cats, why do you care about me so much? You guys are fucking obsessed with me and this channel and my peoples. You are. It's weird. It's just weird and creepy that you're so obsessed. You come over here, you do realize you're watching, and I'm sure there's a lot of lurkers in here. You guys watching this, you're boosting my algorithm right now. You don't want me around, then go away. Because you're giving me, my watch hours are going through the roof, honey. And the more watch hours I have, the more subs that I get, the bigger this channel grows, the more money that I'm going to be able to get when I click that members button. And the more money that I get, the more money Feline Solutions gets because they're getting 100% at this point. And you heard me say that, Kayla. You can tell Carol she gets 100% of anything comes off this channel. Because I'm pissed now. If I could, you know what, Kayla? I don't know if this is possible. But ask Carol how I could make this channel under the umbrella of your nonprofit so that everything's tax deductible and stuff. Let's figure this out. And all the proceeds off this channel you guys get. Because that's how much they do for the community. And this is what I was going to do for your little Sasquatch friend if she had done what she was going to do instead of screwing everybody over. And I'm serious about this. And Kayla knows I'm serious. Kayla knows I don't go back on my word. Because I guarantee you, if I was that kind of person, Kayla would never have agreed to be on this channel. And right now, we're in a fight in this community for these cats. We have cats that are unaliving on the streets because there's so many of them. We need a real spay-neuter clinic that is accessible to people. We need transportation to that spay-neuter clinic for people. We need to start a pet pantry. We need so much to help the people in this community. And I'm all in. And I know they're all in. And I can go. I've already put out some feelers to some different organizations to see if they can help. I'm not a nonprofit, but Feline Solutions is. And we'll figure out a way to make this work. Because you think all these little threats of, if you start, just report her to Social Security, report her here if she makes any money. No. I'm not going to let you scare me and intimidate me when I'm trying to help animals. What does she say here? What am I missing here? Kayla says, any rescue, rescuer, or shelter. Whoops. Wait. What does it say here? Any rescuer, or shelter shouldn't intake a case unless they can financially afford to do so. That's why rescues evaluate budget and discuss cases before they accept them. Thank you so much for that, Kayla. That's exactly right. And that is another reason why Jack wasn't with them earlier. Because Kayla and I had a discussion about this. Kayla may not remember because Kayla sees so many cats every day. But last year when I had Valentino, we had a discussion about Jack. And she said he has to be inside so he can be medicated. They had no room. That's the only reason that he got in. That's the only reason that Nika got in, and that's the only reason that the kittens got in, because I was willing to temporarily foster them in fucking little cages. So you know what? You can sit on that goddamn cactus with Timo Troll and the rest of them and rotate to your raw. Yeah, pet pantry would be awesome. Yeah, and I have a church. I have some people that are willing to do that. And what I'm doing here, your two Sasquatch friends could be doing the same thing. And this is the thing. This is the thing with advocacy. Advocacy isn't just standing on a street corner with a sign going, save the cats. That isn't advocacy. That might help bring some awareness, but that's basically what your people do. Like raising $2,000 for a corporate shelter, a corporate charity shelter that's funded by Best Friends Animal Society. And they're the reason why we're the reason why. I mean, it's kind of hypocritical of that TNR expert or whatever the hell she calls herself on that channel to be going out and saving cats when she's actually supporting an organization that is causing the problem in the first place. And the other one, she needs to stop feeling sorry for herself, go get herself some therapy and get her shit together. So let's go back to this. And yeah, you have all this money. You have all this money, and the other one has all this money. The more brains than, or more money than brains troll. The other one, you guys combined. You could have raised enough money to have her start a nonprofit. Why is she coming over here and grifting? No, because she knew she had a good mark here because despite what you say, I do care about people, and those kind of people pick that up. The grifters know how to work it, and they know how to pick somebody. And I'm telling you, because this has happened to me before, and it happens when you're down. It happens when things are not going well. My mental health was not great. And that's when you're vulnerable. And I should have known better, and I didn't. And I thought I was just trying to be nice. So let's go on to this. Let's go on with this. Actually, let me read this again. DF helping feral cats. I have put this off a long time, but I have to ask for help at this point. This is Grayson. He came to us from the colony with a horrible leg wound. It was in the early summer, and he had maggots in it, along with leaves, dirt, and pink insulation. I vetted him and found out he is FIV+. We neutered him and kept him inside. Months and over $1,500 later, we are still fighting to heal him. I live in Northeast Arkansas, and there is a lack of support here. Folks, he is an amazing cat. His personality is beyond wonderful and kind and loving. He has been through so much. There is no way he never had humans. We established he did have humans. We know he had humans because you let him down. That human asked you to take him, and you said no. So that's on you. It may have been early in his life, but he never lost trust. I just cannot let him down, but yet you did. My vet is taking donations for the bill if anyone can help. I am so sorry to ask. I just have no more options. And this is our third week of not affording our groceries due to paying his bill. Let me read that again, slices of bread. And this is our third week of not affording our groceries due to paying his bill. Let me show you this, just so you don't think I made that up. What's that name say there? You see the name? You see the name? I didn't write that. Your little Sasquatch friend did. I just have no more options, and this is our third week of not affording our groceries due to paying his bill. Let me say it one more time. I just have no more options, and this is our third week of not affording our groceries due to paying his bill. Let me say it one more time, because I love saying it. I just have no more options, and this is our third week of not affording our groceries due to paying his bill. So I'm lying about that, huh? Well, somebody's lying, aren't they? So if someone's saying, I never said that, I was always able to afford my groceries. Oh, okay, then so you're admitting then that you lied on this post to scam these poor people out of money. You're a piece of shit. I hope somebody from this Dollar Club sees this. I really do. Says, I have reached out in other places, but not getting any response. So this is my last resort. Again, I am sorry too. Let me see. Where'd it go? The rest of it. I don't know where the rest of it is. It cut off there. But, you get the idea. The part that I wanted to read was on there. This was a screenshot, so probably the rest of it was just more of, I'm sorry, so sorry, but I'm so sorry that I have to do this, but I can't afford my groceries, but I can afford my cigarettes and my vapes and a $900 bed for my kid, but I can't afford groceries or for the cat. Yeah, somebody's lying. And then we have on here, we have the number to we have the animal clinic, the number to it. Um, and then we have PayPal for the Dollar Club for Grayson. We have the TCD mailing address, PO box for Grayson, a Zelle email for Grayson, a Cash App for Grayson, a Venmo for Grayson. $81 raised for the Dollar Club. 6 people donated. You probably go to Facebook, go to the Dollar Club. I think it's an open thing, right? Probably. If you want to go look it up, go look it up. Maybe what I should do is send a screenshot of that comment, slices of bread, to Dollar Club and say, "Hey, that person." Oh, and here's this is interesting here. Let's show everybody. I don't know if Kayla's still here or not. I don't know if Kayla's still here or not, but that's what the wound looked like. That was the wound. That wouldn't heal. That was the wound. That was the degloving injury. The whole leg was degloved. That's what she said. That doesn't look like the whole leg's degloved to me. And then you let the cat run around with the other cats and playing with the other cats. No bandage on it. No nothing. Just ran around with the other cats. Getting it dirty. Maybe that's why it wasn't healing. Just maybe if she had put him in a cage and isolated him like a real medical case. But you know what she told me when I suggested that? Oh, I couldn't do that. He goes ballistic. But then I see on her YouTube channel that she did have him in a cage and he had this thing all wrapped up. And then she donated him to science, so. So I hope wherever Grayson's now, I hope Grayson's okay. I hope Grayson's with somebody. So then we have let us see Jack's vet notes. Okay, so here's the thing with the vet notes. We do have vet notes, but here's the thing. There's a lot of private information on there that you guys are not getting access to. Because you're not going to start harassing Feline Solutions. You're not going to harass their vet. You're not going to start that bullshit. Because if that bullshit starts, I will get a lawyer. I'll figure out a way to get a lawyer. There are a lot of people that support Feline Solutions. I'll put a call out for a GoFundMe or a crowdfund me. I know a couple of people that are very good at that. locally. And we'll raise money. We'll get a lawyer and we'll fucking sue your ass. And the Sasquatch. And the other stupid. And any of your other little idiot friends that run around in the forest. So let's continue this while we're on a roll here. Let me see. I was actually going to post this up on where's it at here? No, actually, let me just get the email out. It'd be easier to read. Let's see, where is it? Because I was going to post this up. I was going to post this for people to see. Here we go. Okay. So, slices of bread. There's a gentleman, Mike Wheeler. I'm actually going to have to email him, I think, and talk to him because I have some couple questions for him. He is he works in animal control in Arkansas. He's pretty credentialed, and he he does webinars for the HOS, for the Human Animal Support Services group that I have sat in on a lot of them. They were the ones that they invited me into the focus group, which was really cool because I was like the only non animal welfare person there. I just have a YouTube channel. I really enjoy their stuff. They're a great group. You know, they're a great group. They do a lot of stuff, and they do a lot of stuff like they would help. They help communities with different things, with like making shelters more lessen the barriers for adoption and stuff like that. They do a lot of that stuff. So anyway, Mike was on. He was on about. I don't know. I remember what was he even talking about? I don't know. Something to do with animal control. Oh, he was talking about how animal control folks. It should be more like a community policing model among animal control folks. And by the way, this month is Animal Control Appreciation Month, and this week is Animal Control Appreciation. Let me see here. Let's see. Right. Oh, okay. So Kayla got an emergency phone call, so she probably won't be back in. See, that's what happens when you have a real rescue. That's okay. I can handle it. So, as I was saying, it's animal control. This is Animal Control Appreciation Week, Animal Control Appreciation Month. Of course, they had Mike Wheeler. Like the first time around, he was talking about animal control being like more of a community policing model and talking to the public. And the model now is not so much of doing things like citing people and stuff like that. They kind of try to help people talk things out, negotiate a little bit before they cite them. So anyway, they have something called office hours after these presentations. Either the next day, maybe the next week. There was actually supposed to be one today, but I didn't get any notification of it. So I don't know if they had it and I just didn't get notification, or if it's going to be next week, whatever. I did email them. We'll see what they say. But anyhow, on that particular one, I had talked to your little Sasquatch friend about this and said, hey, I'm going to go in the office hours and see if I can ask this guy if what his take is on animal control in these cats. So she said, yeah, that'd be great. Now notice she didn't She didn't register to go in. It's open to the public, but notice who sat in on the webinar and who sat in on the focus, or not the focus group, on the office hours, even though it's open to the public. And she could have registered and she could have come in on herself, right? See, just like she's doing with you guys. She's not getting her hands dirty, is she? No, she sends her little flying monkeys out to do her bidding. You guys are all stupid. You're all stupid. And the day will come when she'll turn on you too. And then you'll be going, oh man, Wanda was right. Just don't come on this channel because you guys are all hidden users. Find another channel to haunt. So anyway, I did sit in on that office hours. And I asked my question. And my question was, this is the cats. I have a friend. They live in Arkansas. They have the animal control. They have problems with animal control there. They have a colony, blah, 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 blah. And Mike was nice enough to say, have your friend email me, call me. Where's your friend live at? Told him. No, he said, that's a couple hours from me. He said, but you know what? I don't mind. I'll drive out there. I'll meet with her. I'll see what's going on. We'll talk about it. We'll see what can be done. He said all of that. She had somebody top tier in animal control that could have helped her with the situation. She didn't take it up. Just like she had a chance to have a nonprofit. Didn't do it. That's not on me, bitch. That's on her. But let me read this because she sent me, it took her a couple of days because I kept asking her. I said, did you contact Mike? Oh, well, I didn't. And I kept at her. I said, contact him because here's your chance. You're having so much problem with animal control. Unless, of course, she wasn't having problems with animal control. And that was more lies. We know she lied about going without food. Either she lied about going without food to you, or she lied to that Facebook group about going without food. She lied to somebody. Maybe you want to ask her that, Slices of Bread. You want me to, you know what, just to be charitable, I'll put it up on the community post so you can actually show it to her. And then she can, give her a little time to make up a good story. Well, when that happened, I think that was when Wanda was impersonating me at one point. That's what happened. She got hold of my email account and then she would... Yeah. And you'll buy that too because you're fucking stupid. So let's read this. So here's what she says. Hello, Mr. Wheeler. My name is DF. And recently my friend Wanda Miller participated in a webinar/Zoom with you. She told me I could reach out to you and talk about some of the issues I am facing here in Jonesboro. I would love to get a chance to brainstorm with you for solutions and ideas. I have identified some of my concerns and thought I would share that with you here. Number 1, vets. Vets are charging far more than pre-COVID. Just the office visit alone has risen to average $100. Space for cats are between 300 to 400. We have 6 vet offices and a population of about 82,000. High costs and not enough coverage. Low income state. Average household income is $48,000. We rank poorly among other locales, and in general, nationally, more than 20% of Jonesboro residents are in poverty. And yet you guys continue to poor shame me. Interesting. Lack of shelters. We have one humane society and animal control office that does not take in cats whatsoever. An animal control office that does not take in cats whatsoever. So she knew that. Interesting. Because that's what they told me. They told me they don't pick up cats and they don't take in cats unless they are sick or injured, which would also explain why she called animal control at one point because she had a severely injured cat on her property. And I thought that was always weird because she said to all of us numerous times, if they find out I have all these cats, they'll come and they'll round them all up and they'll euthanize them in the driveway. Yeah. So after she did her little Grifton shit and left in December on my channel, I called animal control and I asked them about that. I didn't say anything. I didn't give any names or anything. I said, hey, what's this? What's the deal here? I said, is this what you guys do? Because that's horrible. If you do, I don't think you do, but do you? And they said, and the woman was like, what? And I repeated myself and she's like, no. She said, we don't take in cats. We don't pick them up. We don't take them in. We don't have anything to do with them unless they're injured or sick. And then, this latest time when I called and she said, I asked her again because there was this 40 plus cats have all been euthanized. But they don't take them in. So again, like Kayla said, if all these cats are being euthanized, then the cats were sick or something was wrong. So somebody's not telling the truth. And it's not me. So then she goes on to say, the Humane Society is consistently overwhelmed, and the wait list for spay-neuter is usually months. Also, they do not serve community cats at all for vet care outside of TNR. Poor attitude towards pet ownership and lack of responsibility. Many Arkansans view pets as livestock. Many see cats as a nuisance/vermin. Abuse of killing of cats is common here. Dogs are not immune either. High rates on both. Recently, dog fighting rings have sprung up. Cats are used as bait, making it very scary to place cats with adopters. Dog fighters will even be willing to pay small rehoming fees so that there is not a guarantee of safety. Not to mention the, quote, bunchers that acquire cats to sell to research labs. Oh, like the one you donated, like how you donated Grayson. Memphis is close by and has labs, a huge failing that I see as a gap in help for low-income, underserved people with pets that may face the prospect of having to give the pet up due to lack of funds for care. That is a major focus of mine, along with community care, management care, along with community cat care, management care. And yet, when given the chance to start a nonprofit, what happened? What happened? And instead of starting the nonprofit, what did we start? An LLC. And what was the LLC for? Not for the community. There was even, if you go on my channel and you look at my community tab post, there's a post there that she put up. And I mean, I know why she wanted me to delete all those community tab posts, because they're damning. They really are. She has one there where she said, I was going to start a nonprofit, but then it was pointed out to me that if I do a nonprofit, I'll have to share the money with other cats and my colony won't get as much. That doesn't sound like somebody that's really devoted to helping their community, does it? And that's absolutely right. If you have a nonprofit, you're going to have to, some of this funding and stuff, you just can't have a nonprofit to support your cats. And on the flip side of that, you can't have an LLC with a business license, which she does indeed have. She has a legitimate LLC and she has a legitimate business license. I checked that. It's all legitimate. It's all real. She went through the hoops to do it. It's on her wall, she said. It's framed and on her wall. But where are the pet products? There's no website. There's no pet products. Instead, there was only solicitation to take care of her cats. That's illegal. You can't do that. That's what a nonprofit does. You don't need an LLC to ask for donations to help your cats. Because I basically, that's basically what I have. I have a PayPal account and I have an Amazon wish list. If someone wants to throw $25 for a spay neuter or for some cat food or something like that, that's what that PayPal's for. But I'm not sitting here actively with my hand out, and I don't have, now Kayla could do that with Cats from Feline Solutions. She could say, here now that's why we can ask for money for Jack, because it's going to Feline Solutions, not going to me. You can Cat Mama was on here. You could ask Cat Mama. I have an email from Cat Mama. Maybe I'll read that. Because I have nothing to hide. Unlike your little Sasquatch friend. And I'm not a Sasquatch. Yeah, I'm turd face. Just keep that. Make sure you get it right. Call me a freaking Sasquatch. I'm a turd face. Damn it. Let's see, where was I? Labs. Very few TNR opportunities in low-cost clinics. Pet limit in the city. Pet limit in the city is 5 per household, but does not recognize rescues or fosters. There are no exceptions as far as I know. There is no permit system in place either, as far as I can find. As she's now, get this, people, she's sending this to a man who is like a big deal in the animal control realm. Okay? I mean, I think he trains and does all kinds of stuff. But she's sending that to him. She's admitting on here, oh, I have, 5 cats. There's a 5. So she knows full well that she's went through, and she's telling you she knows all this stuff. She has full knowledge of this stuff. But yet she didn't continue, because I asked her, did he respond to you? No, not yet. And then he finally did and I don't know how that, and then it was just like, then it was kind of like, well, what happened? Well, that was it. So, there was no follow up. I mean, and that's basically what she does. She starts something and then she stops because she's got problems. And if you guys really cared about her, you would encourage her to go get help for those issues instead of, planting your lips firmly on her ass and encouraging her to do this stupid shit and helping her with it. I mean, you can come over here all you want, but you guys are going to just get hidden. And you can watch this all you want. I see we lost a bunch of people. What, you can't handle the truth? Or maybe people just wanted to talk about cats like, we all do. Talk about this stupid shit all the time. I have a handful of local folks that are in this with me. Oh, okay, well, there you go, slices of bread. You in it with her? And maybe go and pull some of your moldy money out and throw it at her. And no, see, you're not giving her money though, are you? Why is that? Probably because she's a fucking grifter. That's odd to me. That's really odd to me when somebody says they have buco bucks, but they're not willing to give any of those buco bucks to the person that's claiming that they need help with a cat and they need help with a colony and they need help with this and that and the other. And, you guys had a falling out. I mean, she told me how she blamed her for running over one of your cats or some stupid shit. Can you believe this catitude? How fucked up this is? Unbelievable. I have a handful of local folks that are in this with me. They are rescuing out of homes, caring for colonies, etc. Yeah, rescuing out of homes, see? And are also feeling the squeeze lately. We just have no idea how to work towards fixing these issues. Hi, Mary. Overpopulation of cats is rampant. I am currently looking. Well, I'm figuring that some of the trolls left. Um, we just have no idea how to work towards fixing these issues. Overpopulation of cats is rampant. I am currently looking at options such as a possible nonprofit, LLC, or even an umbrella opportunity to help get these issues solved. Any thoughts or assistance you could give would be greatly appreciated. Thank you and have a wonderful weekend. And that's what she said. I mean, what she told me is, I mean, she even, I don't know if it's I don't remember if it's a text message or not, but I know she did say something to me at one point. She was going to call it the Northeast, was it the Northeast, I think, Arkansas Advocates was going to be the title, or was going to be the name of her nonprofit, because it was going to go along with the channel. Because I told her, you start the nonprofit, you can start the nonprofit. I'll make the channel into an LLC, monetize the channel, and then the profits that we get from the channel we'll use to help your nonprofit. Because the thing was to get her up and running, because her original idea was a database, and it was a good idea, a database of resources in her area that people could pull from. And then I don't know if she was going to maybe have people charge a little fee or something, or a donation. I don't know how she was going to make money off of it. But, she had some good ideas. And she said when she talked to Mike, he said he liked it. He liked the idea of connecting the nonprofit to the channel. I was willing to help her until she fucked us all over. And as you can see, whether you want to admit it or not, she lied. She clearly says there, and again, I will put that up on the community tab so people can look at it. She clearly says that she couldn't buy groceries for 3 weeks. And then she's in the bald Sasquatch's chat laughing about, oh, we had Subway tonight, huh? So, if that's not a lie, then what is? Well, how are you going to explain that? I'd like to hear the explanation for that. See, here's the thing. I can go in the shower, I can wash this, problem solved. That person is fucked up. That person's going to need years of intensive therapy to fix whatever's going on there, because that's completely fucked. I have no idea what's going on there. And as far as Kayla and the vet notes are concerned, we'll make sure that they come up. Because I already asked her about it, but the problem is we have to make sure that we redact certain information. And if you can't understand that, then fuck you. No, I don't. No, they won't stand up for themselves because they're a bunch of pussies. They're a bunch of pussies. Let me see. Here's one for you. That's what they are. They're bullies. Bullies are cowards. They're not even good. They're not even good at trolling. That one last night was just, Jesus, that was so stupid. That was just unbelievably stupid. Or not last night, the night before. I mean, that whole thing, its whole thing about the cages and stuff. I mean, you're stupid. Let me find this one. Let me try to find this one that Cat Mama sent me. Let me see if I can find that one. I don't have a problem reading it. I can find it. I wasn't planning on reading it, but let me see if I can find it. Because we have Intel here. Let me just do this. Let me just search it. Whoops. Here we go. Let's see here. This would have been... Where is it? Oh, you know what? It's under a different name, that's why. That's why I can't find it. Yep, there we go. Now, let's see if I can find it. I think I can find it now. Here we go. Because there's something about... let me see here. Where was that? Again. I don't know if I can find it. That is not it. Where is it about Jack here? Here we go. Is this it? Yeah, here it is. Here it is. Here it is. Okay. Okay. So for that person, that you know, that Heather Stupid 2025, like, I know that you'll spend all that money. I know you were looking for money. I don't have the glasses. It's just not the same impact without the glasses, is it? But the comment was something about how I was always asking for money for Jack. I was always asking for money for Jack. When was I asking for money for Jack? I said, prove it. Show me. See, you guys can make these comments, but you don't have anything. Show us. Show the receipts. The Sasquatch has a community tab on their channel. Put it up on the community tab. If I had a GoFundMe, it'd be up. No, the only GoFundMe was for the Sasquatch, for a nonprofit. Let me just check here. I just want to make sure I don't have anything on here that would give their identity. Okay. So this is what Cat Mom. This is from Cat Mom. This is an email Cat Mama sent me. And she says, hi, Wanda. Process this when you are ready. I'm willing to help with the cost of vet care for Jack. I think I've said before that I can only help so much, and I worry I won't be able to help if one of your indoor or precious outdoor kitties needs help. As you may also recall, I've had 2 cats with pooping issues, loose stool, and self-treated them for months with intermittent improvements. When one started pooping blood, I took her in and she had a major intestinal tumor. Surgery was sketchy and 6 to 8K. So you folks think that I had that kind of money laying around that I could have taken him to the vet. And again, let me go back to this. Again, what I'm going to tell you two, just what I told Nunya. I'm going to tell Heather Stupid and Slices of Bread the same fucking thing I said to Nunya. If you were so goddamn concerned about that cat, because you're all about the cats, right? We love the animals so much. We feel so bad because you're so mean to them. Then why the fuck didn't you help? Where were you? You both claim to have all this money. You have claimed to wipe your ass with you can have so much money you can wipe your ass in the morning with it. So why didn't you help? Why didn't you help? You didn't help because you don't give a shit. I'm calling you all out right now. Because see, here's the thing. Someone who really cares about cats, someone that really cares about an animal, you aren't going to give a shit if you dislike me. You aren't going to care that, oh, Wanda has greasy hair. You aren't going to care about that. Wanda's a turd face. Wanda's a bitch. Wanda's a blah, 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 blah. You're not going to care about that. So because you dislike me so much, you allowed an animal to suffer. Well, good on you. Good on you. You know, you guys really need to grow up a little bit. You do. I didn't do anything wrong. Because you just keep in mind that both of your Sasquatches, they did violate the ordinances. There were problems found. If there weren't problems found, animal control would have knocked on the door and said, hello, ma'am, can I look around? No problem here. So sorry for bothering you. And they never would have heard from him again, but that's not what happened, is it? And see, just like you like that attitude, just for you, since Uncle Jack isn't here. Did you like that, love? Here. Yeah. You know. And you can believe what you want to believe, but I'm telling you, the bald Sasquatch, go to Zane. Ask Zane. Zane was the animal control officer I talked to. Go ask him. Go ask him. I don't have a problem anymore. I don't care anymore. Because I don't have anything to do. You guys have shown your colors, and neither one of you are people that I want to have anything to do with. But the animal control person can tell you that had nothing to do with the 20 cats. It had everything to do with a kitten that had an injured leg, and everyone was worried about it. And all I requested was a wellness check. That's all I requested. I don't know how much he can say. I don't know how confidentiality is, but I know what I said to that man, and I know what he said to me, and what you think happened did not happen. So you can go fuck off. So let me finish reading what Cat Mama said. Okay, so she says, surgery was sketchy and $6 to $8 grand. The other had, Cat Mama, I can't say this. Trichomonas? I don't know. Something horrible that starts with a T. And was on a med I had to keep in the freezer and couldn't touch, and I had to chase it with water and watch for seizures. Oh, good Lord. Which started in the last few days. So if you want to take steps to help Jack, it may be more complicated and require a big commitment to treatment. Let me read that again. This is coming from Cat Mama, who's been through this. So if you want to take steps to help Jack, it may be more complicated and require a big commitment to treatment. I will start with $250 if and when you are ready, and then you can keep me posted. I hope that people who are complaining about Jack's care will also donate. Let's read it again. I hope that people who are complaining about Jack's care will also donate. Did any of you ever think about that? That maybe that I'm poor and I don't have $6,000 to $8,000, and even Cat Mama generously offering 250. What Kayla had done at the vet this week was about that. That didn't include stool samples and um she did 2 stool samples. She did a snap test. She did what else did she do? Urinalysis. Checked for crystals. God, Kayla, what else did you do? She washed him. She did all that. And you expect me? That's poor shaming. That's poor shaming. You're bitches. You're all bitches. And again, you can sit on that fucking cactus and turn around to your raw. Oh, and by the way, maybe Slices of Bread will join Heather Stupid 2025. How's that? People seem to enjoy Heather Stupid 2025, and I have a good one. He said, I hope that people who are complaining about Jack's care will also donate. You are welcome to share that someone donated and suggested others who are concerned who are and suggest. Oh, I think she means you are welcome to share that someone donated and suggest others who are concerned can participate. Let me read that again. You are welcome to share that someone donated and suggest others who are concerned can participate. I'll put it in the comments at some point also. You know what, Cat Mama? You know what, Cat Mama? This is what you deserve. No, you know what, Cat Mama? No, you deserve a second round. Actually, you deserve a standing ovation, is what you deserve. This is what I responded with. Thank you so much for offering to help. I agree that the people who complain should step up and help. The person who was going to help is a survivor of DV and still has issues with their ex-partner. This was someone else that was going to help, and so that's why they had to bow out, because the partner was back and causing problems. They were very nice to the Sasquatch and myself, and they were very nice. They were very, very, very nice, but they unfortunately had a lot of things going on. Honestly, the people who do TNR and colony management should be supported by local government instead of being stigmatized and demonized. The city council person I'm working with wants to start a fund to help people who spay/neuter community cats, and that's a ways off. I've been thinking about how to get Jack help. Let me just look at this something here. Okay, this was back in November for both of those stupid bitches. This was 11/26/2024. So we've been trying for a while to figure out how to help this cat. And again, where were you? Where were you? You didn't have to give me money if you thought I was, I could understand, dealing with 2 Sasquatch grifters. I can understand you being a little hesitant about just giving money. But you could have said something like, if you can get a rescue to help, we'll donate to the rescue. Could have done that, couldn't have you? But no, if you had done that, then that would have helped the problem, wouldn't it? And you wouldn't be able then to come on my channel and say shit about me. You must have sad little lives, It's really pathetic and sad. So angry. One of the reasons just take a side note here. One of the reasons I let Heather Stupid on Well, I knew that eventually she'd hang herself and I could report it all to YouTube. Not that they'll do anything, but still, I can show the amount of hatred coming at me because eventually, if this continues, I will be going to a lawyer and I want all the documentation. But the other reason I did that is because I've seen you on other channels, Heather. I see you on Raven. I see the comments that you leave. And I thought maybe, just maybe, if you were over here a little bit, after you came over and you got all the initial anger out and you started to look around and you started to see that, hey, we're not as bad as you think we are, that maybe, just maybe maybe you just want to give us a chance. But, it came being obvious that all you came to do is spread hate, so bye-bye, Felicia. But I was really hoping that you'd pass the test. And you failed miserably. So, it is what it is. Said I've been thinking about how to get Jack help, and I've been thinking about how to get Jack help, and I'm going to contact the rescue who helped me with Valentino. Maybe they would help with the initial testing and accept the donation instead of paying vet fees. The volunteer who treated Jack is essentially a vet tech. She just doesn't have the certification. She worked for the SPCA and did euthanasia as well as other procedures. She works under the guidance of 2 vets, so she could at least rule out parasites, giardia, etc. I should have my car up and running in the next few weeks. Well, that's going to be put on hold now because Maleficent needed spayed. And construction should be finished. That was another thing. We had construction too. So Jack wasn't even coming over here because everything was all tore up. I can start him on doxycycline for his respiratory issues and get him neutered. I still have the $60 you gave me for spay neuter. I know Elsbeth will help me if needed. Right now, Jack stays away until night falls and he leaves at daylight. I don't want to draw any attention to the cats, and the tenants here are nosy and petty. Let me talk to Kayla from Feline Solutions and see what she says. We might be able to get Jack at least an initial exam without pain an arm and a leg. I know Kayla can do simple blood work, tests for parasites, FIV and FELV, etc. I think he could be adopted with a little more work. He's much better behaved than he used to be. He doesn't attack me like he used to. He doesn't pest Lucy either. He's a nice cat. He just needs time and understanding. So let me get in touch with Kayla and see what she says. Then I'll get back to you. If you want to comment that you offered to help with Jack, I have no problem with that. Thank you so much for your support. And I think she deserves another round of applause. So you see, we had that. And then you know what happened? You know what happened? Let me show you what happened. Because something happened before we could get Jack the help that he needed. I'll show you what happened as soon as I get it here. This is what happened. Hi, everyone. It's Wanda with the Armchair Cat Advocate. And I want to show everyone this is why we spay and neuter. This is horrendous. This is absolutely horrendous. They said that I can have the kittens. I'm going to take Nika too. My friend Susan's here. Go to Mama. Look at this little one. They're very young. Yes, you are. They're very young. Come here, sweetheart. Let me show everybody your face that you can see. Maybe they're 4 weeks, 5 weeks. Yeah, they're about 4 weeks. They still have blue eyes. Their eyes haven't changed yet. You can look here. They still have. You can look at if you can see. Look at you. They still have blue eyes. Washing one. Look Hey, sweetheart.
Oh, look at
They
her.
still have blue eyes, which means they're
She
about
wants to feed them. Look,
3
she's
weeks,
laying
4
down
weeks.
for them.
Yeah.
She's licking them.
So we're going to put this baby over here. We've got this one. Come here, little stinker pooker. And we're going to put this little stinker pooker over here.
This way.
Hang on.
That way.
Here's Nika. Nika's a good mama. You're a good mama, Nika. Nika, we're going to make sure that this never happens to you again. We're going to get these kittens, and we're going to make sure that this never happens again. So thanks, everyone, for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for meow. Hi, everyone. It's Wanda with the Armchair Cat Advocate. That's what happened. Now, I'm in an apartment. I have limited space. I had to make a choice. I could bring Jack in. And if I brought Jack in, you know what happened to those kittens? And then what would you have said about me? What would you have said about me? Or I could bring them in, those dear little 4-week-old kittens, when the weekend before a snowstorm and below freezing temps, and make sure that they lived. Jack had a box outside, stuffed the straw on the balcony, sheltered. He had food, he had water. See, sometimes we have to make hard choices when we don't have a lot of money or resources. Maybe you two don't have to do that. Maybe you two are so fucking privileged that you have that luxury. And you know what? If that's the case, for both of you, I don't have that luxury. And I had to make a decision. And I didn't even know if Feline Solutions would take them either. So I'm taking in 5 kittens. I couldn't bring in Mama because I had no place for Mama. And the crate was too small. I didn't have Tiana gave me the bigger dog crate. I didn't have a cage big enough for them. How's that? But you know what? At least I didn't do what your Sasquatch friend probably would have done, because your Sasquatch friend told me that sometimes she has to cull kittens. Cull, look it up. And I didn't just selectively bring in the cute one, the cute little calico one, and leave the other ones out there to perish. I brought them all in. And like Catitude said, and you did make sure that wouldn't happen again, and I did. Because I made Nika a promise. And now she has a loving home. So this fucking bullshit of, oh, you're so horrible to animals and blah, blah, blah. Anybody that sees this channel, anybody that sees me knows that you're stupid. And you know, the other thing that you guys don't think about is that everything that you're doing over here is reflecting back on your Sasquatch friend. That's why they dislike her so much. Hell, there have been people that have come over from those 2 channels, and they're welcome here. You know, Catitude, thank you. Thank Feline Salute. I mean, you know, I did something, but I couldn't have. What would I have done if it hadn't been for them? You know, Feline Solutions. Oops. Let me put this back here. Why is it doing this? There we go. Yeah, Feline Solutions, you deserve this. Sad Sasquatch, you deserve this. So you want to come back over and cause problems? You want to send a couple more of your little trolls from the woods, your gnomes from under the bridge. Go ahead. We'll just them like everybody else. I mean, I think you'd give up by now. I mean, we've we've shown over and over again how just stupid you are. And if you have time, let me see if I can find this one. I'll have to go back here. Wait till this loads up. If you have time, I would encourage you to go onto the channel under the videos and look up Straight Out of the Hurricane. Let's talk about Jack with your favorite sad Sasquatch. Because in that video, she talks about how Jack is challenging and, yeah, this isn't loading up right. Let's see. Oh, okay. They're just giving me the 30. They're giving me the 30-minute. They're giving me the 30-minute warning on this. That's okay. I pretty much said everything I want to say anyhow. But yeah, go on the channel there. I can't pull it up right now as it's loading. I have so many videos, it takes forever to all load up. Everybody here cares about cats. And it's bad enough you want to come at me, but coming at Feline Solutions, that's really pathetic. And they didn't do anything. All they've done is try to help. Not just me, but others as well. I mean, you can insult my dirty hair. Do you ever wash it? It's just, I cannot believe. How old are you people? I mean, really, how old are you? Sometimes there's more important things than making sure your hair is washed or you have your eyelashes on or makeup or whatever before you get on film. Like, having a president that just decided to halt funding to food pantries. That's more important than some greasy hair. And if you can't understand that, then again, sit on the cactus and rotate. I don't, my people don't care because they know you're messing around with cats. I mean, that kind of tells me that you don't really understand what it's like to deal with outdoor cats and everything. If you're always prim and proper, then you're not getting your hands dirty, are you? I know your Sasquatch friend isn't. She doesn't get her hands dirty. She sends you and the other flying monkeys to do her dirty work. Where is she? Why don't you change your username, Sasquatch, and come in here? Give me a call. Let's talk. You want to talk? No, you ain't going to do that because you're scared. Hide behind your idiot caveman husband, your flying monkeys. Disgusting. Sad and pathetic. Cat Mama did a lot for you. Everybody on this channel, even the people that didn't donate to you, they still supported you. They still cared about you. They worried about you. There are people on here like Callie that she wasn't interested in your content at all. She didn't even like you. But you never knew because I have a classy community. I'm worried. My community is like, my community's classy enough and nice enough that they weren't going to say anything negative about you because they knew that you were my friend. Go get yourself some help. Get yourself some help. Stop sending your people over here. Honey, here's the thing. If you can stay over there on your channel and you can say all these negative things about me and my community members, saying that they're sick and they have blood on their hands and all these other horrible things, then don't get upset when there's a response, okay? Because that's what happens. You want to put out videos saying how you're going to have this massive attack on me and report me to all these social services and everything. And then you want to get upset when there's a clapback. That's the way it works. If you just went over there and you minded your own damn business and you just left us alone, none of this would happen. I told you before, over and over again, I asked for the money back. We all nicely said, can you return the money to the people? Cat Mama didn't even want the whole thing. She just wanted half. And you wouldn't do it. You were willing to return money to the Bald Sasquatches community, but not mine. You took content that wasn't yours. That content was my content. I don't care if you created it or not. It was on my channel, therefore it's my property. You had no right to do that. You had no right to put a video up saying that you were going to take over the channel because that wasn't true. You and I hadn't had that full discussion. We hadn't made any firm decisions. We were just talking about it. You're the one that got all upset and butthurt over that. And instead of talking to me like a mature grown-up would, you acted like a petulant little child, having a tantrum, pulled off all the content without telling me. You didn't tell me. You didn't say one word to me. You didn't even have the courtesy to send me a fucking text and say, hey, Wanda, I think under the circumstance, it would just be better if I went and started my own channel. I appreciate everything you did. I don't want any hard feelings. No, you didn't do that. No. Instead, you went behind my back. You went, oh, it's all secret. Took everything. And then you put a post up saying, I'm going over there now. Everybody follow me over. And I don't want to hear this as, well, I'm autistic. I don't know. Oh, fuck that. You're autistic like Elon Musk is autistic. That only goes so far. Maybe you don't always pick up on social cues, but there's a lot of people with autism and other issues that don't always pick up on things. There's lots of people with mental health issues or people with borderline personality disorder that function just fine because they get treatment. There are people with bipolar. There are people with all kinds of stuff. And they don't go around using their mental illnesses or their mental health issues to excuse all their bad behavior. Grow up. You're 55 years old. What you should be doing is apologizing. You should apologize. Cat Mama, you should apologize to all. You don't need to apologize to me. I don't give a fuck. But those people did nothing to you. Mark didn't do anything to you. Catitude didn't do anything to you. Mary didn't do anything to you. Chris didn't do anything to you. Deb didn't do anything to you. And Cat Mama sure as hell didn't do anything to you. I was you, if I was you, what I would do is I would go on your little community tab. No. Oh, I'll put that up in a second. I would go on your community tab. I would go on your community tab and I would put up, I would say, I would be a mature person and I would put that up and I'd say, to the people I have harmed, I am sorry. I'm going to get help. The channel is going to go back to cats and cat content. We're going to stop this pettiness. We're going to stop this. Get your idiot caveman husband under control and your little flying monkeys, rein them all in. Because I'm telling you, honey, this is going to backfire on you big time if you don't soon stop. Because I see it coming. You're going to have either a psychotic break, and then they're going to put you in somewhere. They're going to put you away. And I'm not joking about that. You will be. You will. You will be, I don't know what the equivalent is in Arkansas, but you'll be 302'd. You'll be involuntarily committed to some kind of facility for treatment if you don't soon stop. Because it's getting out of hand. Just let it go. Let me see here. And did you hear that Feline Solutions is next on the list to get a donation from the channel who gives everything that they get donated? I suggested you all to. Oh, really? I didn't hear that. I did email that channel though. I did email that channel and I sent screenshots of because I didn't know if I know you didn't want to mention his channel name, but I heard from him yesterday. Oh, really? That's nice. I did I sent an email to that person and I sent screenshots from the comments left by Heather Stupid 2025. And just basically said which two channels are harassing. And I just warned him that if they come on your channel, just be very careful because they cause problems. People can see people can see. That's what you guys don't understand is, you can come on here and you can talk all the shit you want, but the fact of the matter is that how many videos are 800 and some videos on this channel, and you can see what's happening. And as far as Feline Solutions is concerned, we'll get those notes. We'll put them up. But a lot of stuff's going to be like the vet name isn't going to be on there. There's a lot of stuff that can't be on there because it's private. And you're not getting that because you're not going to go over there and cause problems with that vet or Feline Solutions, or I will track your asses down. And that is a threat. And you can report it. I don't care. Because they didn't do anything wrong. They're doing good in this community. That's why I have them on here. And I was very lucky that Kaylee even wanted to. I don't care. I mean, and Uncle Jack's welcome on here. Uncle Jack, he's rough around the edges, but he's a good person. So that's pretty much all I have to say. And like Catitude said, I don't see anybody coming in the chat disputing anything. I'll make sure I put that up. Where that person says very clearly, I will put the name up too. Because that's a public post. Can't do anything about that. That was a public post on Facebook. It was a public group. No anonymity. You're not entitled to privacy if you're posting publicly and you're asking for money. I'll make sure things like Well, I mean, the PO box and everything was up for the public to see too, but I won't. I won't. I'm not going to do that. Unlike you guys, I have some constraint, and I try not to act the fool. And I wouldn't even bother doing this stream tonight, except you guys really pissed me off. And it really wasn't even about me so much as it was about Feline Solutions, because I think that's what all this is about, is Feline Solutions. And you just remember, Slices of Bread, that your little Sasquatch friend lied. She lied in some way, shape, or form. Either she lied to you, or she lied to that Dollar Club or whatever it's called. She lied. And you're lying too. All of you guys are lying. Because it's very obvious that Jack it didn't happen the way you're saying. And she had an opportunity to talk to the main guy, or one of the main guys in the animal control field. Probably could have had some things changed, and she didn't do it. So don't come at me. That's on her. You have anything to add, Catitude? Mark had to go to bed. It's late where he is. But I don't appreciate people coming after my community members. They didn't do anything wrong. Yeah, that's good. That's going to be. I did tell Kayla about that. I'll be. Do you know when? Do you know when that's going to go up for Feline? Well, we'll talk about later. We'll figure it out later. So I think that's all. That's it. I have nothing more. If none of you want to come on and show receipts or dispute, then I'm done for the night. I'm going to go take care of. Seeing here attempts to drop. I'm going to go feed my Lucy girl on the balcony. And go feed the cats outside. Go wash my greasy hair. Okay, good. Thanks, Catitude. And yeah. Yeah, just kind of wait for the return of our lovely little Maleficent. Because she'll be coming back late. Which is, that's fine. Put her in a cage. How's that? While she recovers from her spay. No, I don't expect to hear because she just went in when 4. I don't know what time that was. Kayla said it would probably be around 9 o'clock or so that they'll pick them up because they're done late. Because they have to recover from the anesthesia, and I think she said to pick them up around 9. So I'm guessing maybe around 10 or 11. Maybe they'll come through here because they have other cats too that they took down as well. So, because they actually, that's what I told her. I said, look, it doesn't matter. Just drop her off because they come right by here. That's kind of stupid, for them to come right by here and take Maleficent back to their place, then have to come back again tomorrow. I will let you know. I'll put no matter what time it is, Catitude, I'll put a community tab up and then do a little video of her. But I think I'm going to just keep her in the crate. I'm actually going to straighten that crate out a little bit because I think the litter box needs cleaned. But she goes in there. She still goes in her crate. She goes into her crate when she needs a break from the big cats. She eats in her crate. I leave the door open. She goes in there. The other was it last night? I think it was last night. No, it wasn't last night because Kayla got her. Would have been Wednesday night. Babs, what's going on? Wednesday night. Babby, what are you doing over there? What he's doing? He's climbing on his cat tree and meowing. um, yeah, she came and she went and got into Abra was picking at her. Abra was hissing at her. So she went in and she got up in her little hammock and made herself small and went to sleep. And usually when I sleep, she either sleeps curled around me somewhere or she sleeps on that little white fluffy cushion in the back. So we have about 10 minutes left to this stream before the stream just kicks out because I only get 2 hours at a time. I don't have anything else to say. I really don't. Yeah, I'll be glad when she's back too. I feel more comfortable though with her going where she's going than going to the SPCA, especially since they had that outbreak of distemper. I mean, I know they have it all cleared up and everything, but still. Yeah. Oh, I have something. I sent this to Uncle Jack. I don't know if he's going to get it or not. Oh, wait, did somebody send a message to me? Let me see. Oh, okay. Oh, here we go. Okay. Catitude. Kayla says, just heard from Carol. The clinic is running behind, so kitties will be with the clinic overnight and picked up in the AM so they can get through everyone. I'll pick up from Carol in the AM once they are back. Okay. Time to be determined. Okay. All right. So you're going to have to stress overnight there, Catitude. So she might not have even been done yet. I don't know. But yeah, she'll be okay. Yeah. So we'll get her tomorrow. Tomorrow's Saturday. Yeah, tomorrow's Saturday. Jesus, it's Friday night. This week went fast. Yeah. So, not much else to say, is there? Have another vodka. Yeah. I don't know. Well, let's see if we got any trolls. If the trolls came through yet. Let me check my thing here. I have a few minutes yet to it. I have about 7 minutes yet. We have 7 minutes left. Let's see what we have here. Aw. Yeah, Chris Wiley just sent hearts. And somebody else said, little lovable kitty meow, and put a little heart for Maleficent. Oh, we got another subscriber. Got another subscriber, trolls. So, actually, see, and this is what I'm saying. You guys are helping us. You're so dumb. If you just stopped, then nobody would know about us. But because you keep bringing us up and you're making yourselves look bad and you're making us look really good, so you're really helping the channel. But, you just can't help yourselves. I know you're not going to stop. You just can't help it. you'll keep it up. You'll keep the craziness up. Mhm. Yeah. See, my bangs need cut too. Look, see, that's another reason why my hair is pushed back. Slices of bread because see how long it is. Look how nice and clean they look, and they're fluffy. Oh my god, I can't believe somebody actually is worried about if I wash my hair or not. Unbelievable. I'm 58 years old, bitch, and I'm Gen X. Do you really think I give a shit what you think about my hair or anything else? But you know, you're going to be a fun character. I have to figure out what I'm going to do with you. You're going to be fun for a skit. Just saying. And we're definitely going to have Heather Stupid back again. Of course, then I'm going to get sued for libel. For what? You can't sue somebody for doing a skit. Okay. So I just got the 5 minute warning, everyone. That's my 5 minute warning. That's right. Yeah, oh, stop. They're like it's now this Evux is like, you have 5 minutes left. Okay, well let me just okay, Evux, give me a minute here and then we're gonna close it out. You're absolutely right. Just a few days ago, someone wanted to know what products you used on your hair because it looked so good. Yeah, that. I forgot about that. That's true. And that is part of the problem why it does get kind of greasy too, because I use that argon, argan Moroccan, the Moroccan oil, the argan Moroccan oil on it. So that's another reason why it does get oilier quicker. Not that, I need to explain myself to anybody, but, I do use the oil on it too. But I don't wash it every day because it'll get too dry. So, anyway, whatever. Who cares? I don't. Cats don't. Rogue doesn't love me any less just because my hair is greasy, and that's all I care about. Do you think I really care about what Slices of Bread thinks? You don't live rent free in my head, bitch. I evicted you a long time ago. Okay, so on that happy note, yeah, catitude, fuck them all. Okay, on that happy note, I have like a minute or two, so I'm going to do this quick for all of my lovely community, Cat Mama Catitude, Mark, Deb, Chris, Mary. I don't know who else did I miss. Anybody else that I missed? Callie, all of them. Um, so I'm gonna just and Kayla, Feline Solutions. Here you go, guys. Here we go. So we're gonna end it there. Thanks for watching. Hope you were enlightened. Maybe go back and ask your Sasquatch friend to clarify that comment because she definitely said she didn't have food for 3 weeks. Didn't buy groceries for 3 weeks, so what was she eating? I mean, I know I couldn't not buy food for 3 weeks. Must have been eating cereal and rice or something. Canned beans, canned soup. That's not good either. So, anyway, whatever. That's on her. We're done. Thanks for watching, everyone. Thank you, Catitude and Mary, for hanging out. See you in the next one. Oh, wait. Did you what else here? Oh, bye. Yeah. See you in the next one. Bye for meow.